the phone. Normally, we understand couples might have a lot of things, adventures on their phone a lot. But the thing is, when police is, if you are looking for justice for your husband and police requested for his phone and you are truly seeking for justice, you shouldn't have except some phone or a particular phone aside from the police. So it makes people feel like, oh, what's she hiding? So if there's something on the phone, police not daft now. They cannot, even if there's no picture on the phone, they cannot release the nude picture on the phone. If they found that you are Mohbad has a nice time or something like that, they can't. So this is their interest. They are only interested in something that can lead them to what killed Mohbad. Whatever they found on the phone, they cannot release. It's your privacy. Even if at the end of the day, if there is something like that on the phone and it was later released, you can sue the police because that is not what they should have put out from the phone. So I don't see, I'm just answering the questions of this particular lady that said, okay, if there's anything special in the phone that Karimo is blah, blah, blah. So if at the end of the day, I don't see anything in it, in the phone. If it wasn't something that can lead to justice, then they were celebrating the phone when they found the phone. So I don't know. Definitely there should be something on that phone that needs to be investigated. Sorry, Sherry, my own take on this case is case yẹn ti bàjẹ́ láti ilẹ̀. And ìbàjẹ́ tí case yẹn ní láti ilẹ̀ òun ló fa gbogbo dragging tó wá di pé fashion wá pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi. If police has done their work from the initial stage, in fact, ní dé gbogbo level tá dé yìí.
Mr. Bamidele, what didn't they do? Kí ni wọ́n ṣe?
Thank you. Everybody knows. Even Iyabo Ojo confirmed it. Everybody said Mohbad died in the house.
Okay, he died in the house. There's nothing bad about that. Anybody can die anywhere. Even people die in the hospital.
Mohbad died in the house. Now, if Mohbad truly died in the house, but she everywhere in the whole world, in a sane country, and the cause of death could not be ascertained. Kò ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n sọ pé Mohbad ó ní kidney problem for a long time.
No, don't interject.
Kò ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n sọ pé Mohbad ní kidney problem. Kò ṣe pé bóyá ní Mohbad ní kidney problem. Ó wá suffer títí tó fi kú. So the cause of death could not be ascertained.
Okay.
So if Mohbad died in the house, then we could call it homicide.
Okay.
Now, in that case of an homicide case, in a sane country, everybody in that house would be arrested, including Wummi. Everybody.
And after arresting them, what will happen?
That house will be sealed up.
Okay.
As at that particular time.
Which same country are you? Same country.
I want to talk over beg.
You said?
Country are you?
I'm in Germany.
You are in Germany. So how many
Yes.
times somebody has died in Germany and everybody was sent out in that house? For that house.
You don't understand. Not everybody sent out of that apartment will be sealed up.
How many? So you want to tell me that in that Germany they've sealed an apartment up, like gbogbo yin sealed up, gbogbo yin dem ma jáde kúrò nínú ilé yẹn? Is that what
gbogbo yin? Everybody has his own apartment now. There's nothing like gbogbo yin. Everybody has his own apartment.
Hold on. Let's assume now that Mohbad's apartment is in Europe, Germany, that you're talking about. That Mohbad. So you mean the apartment will be sealed up, like gbogbo àwọn tó wà ńbẹ̀ pátápátá wọ́n wá arrest gbogbo wọn. They will not go to work, nothing.
Which work you want to go to? they will be arrested for questioning.
Please, can I quickly say something? Can I quickly say something?
I beg, make a year. That is not possible.
It's possible.
Anywhere, nothing happened.
If the cause of death is ascertained, there is no problem. Listen now. If the cause of death, listen. If the cause of death is ascertained, no problem. Police will come, take the corpse, and everything will be settled within few hours.
Mr.
But
Bamidele,
if the
please.
cause of death could not be ascertained, if the cause of death could not be ascertained and it looks suspicious, that apartment will be sealed up.
Bamidele, you need to go back.
Wait.
No,
Miss Karimo, wait, I've been waiting to talk since.
Let me first all I kept quiet for her. So, killing is so.
Yeah, Mr. Bamidele, you said the cause of death could not be ascertained. What led to the cause of death not being ascertained? I mean, there were some steps that were taken that actually prevented them from finding the cause of death on time to help the investigation to proceed in a proper way. What do you have to say to that?
See, I'm not talking about the later when they did the toxicology or something. As at that point in time,
in sequence now, you want them to just come
as
and
at that point
people.
in time, Mohbad died. Immediately they announced Mohbad is dead. This should have been taken into consideration in the beginning. It's not as if I'm saying they should arrest them and jail them. No. All of them in that house.
Mr.
Bamidele, why did you think this case is an homicide case?
Because Mohbad died in the house without a
homicide
reason
case.
for his death.
See, you people are just using these words wrongly. Homicide case doesn't mean he died at home. Do you know that?
Yes,
so you need to go and check the meaning of homicide before you start using it. Because most people think because he died at home, it means it's homicide. No.
If you cannot ascertain what killed, if the cause is suspicious, then it's an homicide.
It is not homicide that way. Homicide is the killing of another person by somebody else. Then,
now, if it's suspicious,
what happened? That is when they would now class it as either murder or manslaughter. We've not even gotten to that stage. You are shouting homicide. He died at home. It's homicide. He died at home. It's homicide.
When it's suspicious, when the cause of death is suspicious, that okay,
when the cause of death, not when the cause of death is suspicious. It's just the killing of another person. When you kill another person, that's when it is homicide. Either suspicious or not. You keep saying it's homicide. Who told you they killed Mohbad? Who told you that? Who told you they killed him?
He died naturally.
Who told you he was killed?
Okay, he died natural death.
He may die through negligence. He may be through negligence or something else. It doesn't necessarily mean they killed him.
You say now you are talking like as if you are dead. You say who told you they killed him? Then who told you now? Okay, who told you now that they didn't kill him? Who told you they did not kill him? You are asking me the same question. Then I'm putting it back to you now. Who told you they didn't kill him?
As the case even finished, we don't even know if he was killed or not.
That is what I'm saying. Everything is an evidence. That's what I'm telling you.
As the autopsy told you he was killed. The current autopsy available to us now. Did that autopsy mention that Mohbad was killed?
That autopsy is nonsense. It's nonsense.
Then bring another one. See, if you are going to say something is nonsense, that means you have the correct one with you. Where is the correct one?
This is not about asking the correct one. Everybody go and Google it online.
Let me tell you
even
something. If you are going to prove something, it has to be through data. You can't just come out and talk with your mouth.
Yes,
if you are proving anything, you have to bring out an evidence. The only evidence available as at today is the current autopsy. And it's never told us that Mohbad was killed. If you are going to go against that autopsy, then you need to bring another evidence out. Stop shouting on social media. Go and give us an evidence.
Let me talk now.
If you haven't got an evidence to dispute an evidence, you can't talk about it. You've got to bring out a physical evidence before you can say something available is not true.
Forget that one.
You can't just use your mouth to say go and bring out the result of your current autopsy. The autopsy that you just done now. Bring out the result of that autopsy and let us know what happened.
They went to do another one. Then let's wait for the other one they have gone to do. So then we will know.
Before that, don't dispute the word available. Before that, you can never dispute the one that is available for now.
Almost a year, and you say you can't find the cause of death through toxicology and what's it called? It's not possible. Somebody that just died a year, not even up to a year.
Mr. Bamidele.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you aware that everyone in that house has been brought to the station for questioning?
When most of all the evidences has already been, the case has already scattered. The case in Dojuru
was brought in for questioning, yes or no?
It was later. That's what I'm telling you. It was later.
But they were brought in for questioning.
It was later. You have given them much time to think about what to say. You have given them much time to give them
please, can you leave him for me, please? I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. I want to ask you.
You don't know what you're talking about. You just go.
Mr. Bamidele.
It was later. They brought them for questioning, and that time it was too late.
Mr. Bamidele Shengbomi, can you hear? Okay, first of all, I will start with the fact that you are calling this case a homicide case. Like my sister already enlightened you, which you have refused to accept. Homicide does not mean he died at home.
I know now. We know that one.
Let me finish. Homicide means that he was murdered. Like when somebody is killed, the police have ascertained that he was murdered. That is when you can call it an homicide case. But in this case, the cause of death of Mo has not been ascertained. Meaning they don't know if he was murdered and how was he murdered. They don't know. You get it? So you cannot call it homicide case. That's number one. Number two, you said in a Western world, when something like that happened, if somebody died at home, then the police will go and barricade that place. Now, let me tell you how it works. When someone dies at home and the death is being reported to the police, number one, they report the case that he died in the house. When he died, immediately somebody goes to the house and see him dead, or people that are in the house died in their presence, they call the police. They did not remove the body from the house. Then the police will come and barricade that place to find out what happened. You get? But in this case, Baba Mo came and took that body out of the house. And you are saying that complain about the pool of blood that you saw. He said no. Your Baba saying no. He no tell them about pool of blood that he saw that day. And they asked him, why didn't you tell something so vital like that to the police? He said because it didn't come up to him, he forgot. Now my question to you, Bamidele, how can anybody forget such an information? You go person house, your son's house, God forbid, you see that kind of thing happen. A pool of blood was present, and you took that body to the police station. You never made mention of it. This is why I'm telling you that number one, Josie took that body out of the house because it's an accomplice to the murder that happened according to you, and that is why he refused to mention the vital evidence that they will use in handling and arresting and keeping all of them in that house in jail. So he knows about what killed Mohbad and how he died. You get? So no be only the people went in for house.
Okay, let me talk now that you have finished your own talk. Okay, number one, my question is, who was the first person that moved that body from the house when Mohbad died? according to the Wummi and their people, they said when Mohbad died, we all agree Mohbad died in the house, but they first took the body. They took it out of the house. They took the body out of. Even the doctor said it was brought in dead. So they already took the body from the house.
Mr. Bamidele, you need to go and read those CTC before you argue this thing. The fact that the doctor said he was brought in dead doesn't mean he died at home. They travel from the home to the hospital. Ìṣẹ́jú kan ló wà láàrin ikú àti ìyè. So, traveling from the house to the hospital, he may have died while they were traveling. None of them said he died at home. They were not sure. No. Before you argue that, go and read your CTC. That's just go and read your CTC before you argue that.
Oh, let people talk. Don't
Mr. Bamidele, wait.
You said your own. Just listen.
Is there anything bad in taking a body to the hospital?
Don't let us. Okay. Don't let us.
Stop using such words.
Mr. Bamidele, is there anything wrong in taking that body to the hospital? No one in that house is a medical doctor that can certify.
And the hospital told them to take the body to the mortuary. Why did they take it back home?
So they did the right thing by taking the body to the hospital for medical examination. That's even if it's a body. That's if he had actually died and there was no life in him at that time.
They said brought in dead. And they said they should take him to the mortuary. So why didn't they take him to the mortuary? Why take him back home?
They said and I just told you earlier.
Do you know? Wait, I'm sorry, guy. Let me answer Bamidele on that question. Do you know why they didn't take him to the mortuary? Because your father authorized them to take him back home.
Hey!
Yes. Yes. Tell Josie to come out and deny it. Josie, I am Mr. Bamidele. I am challenging you. If you come out and deny that you did not authorize them to take that body, more challenge Josie Aloba.
Listen.
Come out and say you did not tell those children to take Mohbad's body back home.
Coco Berry.
That they all take their own. I challenge you. I challenge you because this is what your followers are using to nail these people. I'm challenging you. Come out and say it with your full chest that you never told those children to take Mohbad's body back home. When they called you that Mohbad is dead and you told them you're on your way and they told you the hospital said this and that, come out and say it. Abi, when you got to the hospital, come out and challenge me that I am lying that you never told them to take that body back home. You never.